We're gonna give this a go. My name is William. I sadly live inside of a trailer park. Treated like shit every day, but I'm still here. My goal is to have a channel about real life, about things that I'm going through, things that some people might be able to relate to, and then come to me for any questions or concerns they may have. And maybe I have a possibility of helping them in the future. When I grew up, I was always dealing with a lot of abuse and a lot of wrongdoings. I've screwed up a lot. I know I'm not the only one that has. I just lost my mom a little while back from suicide in the room that I'm in now, and every day it tears me apart. I just need to get what's going on in my life out in the world, so as I was saying earlier, like, people can relate, people can maybe feel a sense of hope knowing that you're not the only one going through something. I've never been good at this type of stuff. This is all new to me, and maybe I can get somewhere with this, kind of vlogging my life, updating. I don't know. It's mainly up to you guys if you even want to see any more. I guess I'll give you kind of a background of things that have been going on. Mainly, I'm living in a trailer park with my stepdad. He's an addict, and I have to watch as he slowly hurts himself every day. And my word does nothing to, stop him from doing what he's doing. But it is what it is. My word doesn't mean anything to him anymore. I used to be really close to the guy, and it just seems like I'm just on my own. There's not much I can really do. I'm not going to really get into much detail with this because it's more of a personal thing, but found out that the father that I've had for the last 20 years of my life wasn't actually my blood father. And my mom, before she passed away, she wrote a book. It's kind of like a biography about her life. In that book, she had mentioned who my real father was, and I didn't know. I was clueless. I'm not going to disclose the name on here per se, because I know I don't want people coming after him. He's doing whatever he can to fix missing the 20 years and everything like that. He's a nice guy. It's just I'm still new to all of this. I don't have anyone to talk to. I'm alone. Once I moved in here, I thought it's just going to be me and my stepdad, and he sleeps over at his dad's house all the time. He leaves me here with barely anything. If it wasn't for me, this house wouldn't have electricity, Wi-Fi, running water. I did what I could to kind of get this place back up and running. He barely showed up to the house. It was kind of neglected, dirty. I moved all my stuff in here and kind of made myself at home. He told me I could move in. I had a little mishap with my girlfriend that caused me to not be able to live with her anymore, but I'm not going to get into details with that. Unless she gives me permission to talk about it, then I'll update you guys on all that stuff. But it's a lot of fill in the blanks right now. And things are finally starting to look up for me. Maybe a little bit. I just got a new job. I'm going to be a key holder for O'Reilly's. I know it's not the best, but it's better than working at where I live, where I don't really have anything to do and I make paychecks that I don't earn. And I just feel like I'll accomplish more if I'm actually working. And I'm going tomorrow to finally start. I'm just depression's taking a hold of me, and I need to get my life out there so I don't feel like I'm alone. It's just wish people were able to just be in my shoes for a day and just understand what it feels like to be me. Just had a instance. Big thing. I was modding a game console for one of my friends. I went out and I was doing some yard work or landscaping with a group of guys to make some extra money so I could pay my bills. And I came home to my stuff missing. Front door was unlocked, and a bunch of my stuff went missing. And I'm pretty sure I know who it is. But because he hasn't shown his face around here, I can't go and confront him. And I don't want to cause issues because I'm not 100% sure. I can't pinpoint, and I don't want to accuse people of doing things when they didn't do it. I know for sure my stuff went missing. And I don't have proof. So I can't really kind of go out of my way to go and try to find out who this person is. I got kind of 3 people right now that may have had something to do with it, but I'm not sure because they all have said that they didn't have anything to do with it. So I'm just kind of winging it at this point. I'm just working on replacing the console and making sure my friends can get it back. I'm trying to do the right thing. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this channel all uncut, raw footage. I don't want to sugarcoat things that are going on in my life. I don't want to make it seem like I'm lying to anybody. There might be times where you see the yelling, and I know some of it may be kind of graphic towards people. If you don't like yelling and if you don't like hostile environments, then don't watch my channel. I still question the reason why I'm still kicking sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I have a lot to live for, and my mom went down that road. She's gone because of suicide, and it's a really scary thing. And it sucks that I wasn't able to see her for 3.5 years before she did what she did. I was 19 at the time. I was living at my girlfriend's parents' house. And I get a phone call from my aunt. She calls me in tears. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? Why are you crying? Like, something must be going on. I know it's family related. Tell me, please. She said, I'm sorry, but your mom's gone. And ever since that day, I feel like I lost a big part of who I was. Big piece of kind of what I was working for. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. And I just wish I wasn't so alone. I wish I had friends and people to talk to. The amount of times I've had to move, it's like I make friends where I'm at and something happens that I have to change locations, and from there I move, and it just I got to start over again. I'm hoping this is going to be decent while I'm out here. I mean, I'm fingers crossed, right? Things always get worse before it gets better. I hope the lighting's good. Just off my phone right now. I don't have any fancy cameras or anything like that. As raw as it can get. Just me, myself, and I at this point. I just barely holding on to what I have left. Trying to distract myself by going to the gym, going on drives, trying to get it. I just got another job. I'm trying to get out of the house as much as possible and know I'm making money. I'm overworking myself to the point where I ask myself, like, am I going to be able to actually get up and do this? Depression's a scary thing. It doesn't make me want to get out of bed. It doesn't make me want to eat. Before I started getting better, I'd go 3-4 days without eating. I wouldn't leave my room. I locked and isolated myself in this house or in this trailer just to get away from people, not talk to anybody. Now it's my time to get out and voice my opinion to the world, because it's a very scary thing knowing that the ones you care about most can turn their backs on you with a blink of an eye. Like, the amount of times I've been so close to somebody to the point where I can look up to them and they just turn their back on you, like you just don't matter. I don't even know where to begin. My mom's done some really, really screwed up stuff, but at the same time that I was still so close to her. Because part of me knew that no matter how bad a person can be, they can still change. And when I was 9, we lived over at this guy, her ex's house, Chris. And I was young at the time, and yes, I was kind of a nuisance, a little bit. I didn't really know right from wrong much, because I was always kind of pushed off to the side, and I was just mainly told, like, don't be stupid, you know? But I was kind of too young to understand what that meant. He used to kick me around. He used to beat on me because he didn't want a son. He wanted a daughter, and there's not much I could do with that. I remember this time, it was a couple days after Christmas, my mom bought me, I don't know if any of you guys remember what Connects are. It's like Legos, but they're like buildable sticks. So you have like connectors and stuff. You can build like roller coasters and a bunch of cool stuff out of those. My mom got me this really big, nice set that I used to love building. And I sat there for 3.5 days, and I just sat there and built it. He came into my room one day after coming home drunk, and he kicked it over on me, and he broke everything that I just spent my hard time working on. My mom came in, she started yelling at him. When she went to bed, he had me stand at the top of the basement stairs because he claimed that he was showing me something. He took his foot, kicked me in my stomach, and I fell down the stairs, and I broke my leg. And I was always terrified of him, and he knew that. After that day, and one night I woke up to yelling and rustling in the kitchen. I got up, stood in the hallway watching what was happening. My mom was pregnant with my brother Colin at the time. She, believe, was 8 months pregnant with him. So, just about ready to give birth. And he tried punching her stomach. Because as I was saying, he didn't want a son. And he knew that it was a boy. And I stood there helpless. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to intervene because I didn't want to get hit. He drove home drunk and started hitting and beating on my mom, and I just sat there and I watched. Frozen, as if I was incapable of speaking, incapable of moving. I didn't know what to do. She ended up getting his hands off her. She got him in the side of the head with a frying pan, a cast iron frying pan. He went into the bathroom. She grabbed me by my arm. She pulled me outside. We met up with my dad. He took me to his place for the night. There was a lot of cops, and he ended up getting off scot-free because they didn't have proof. I tried explaining. They didn't listen to me. Why would they ever listen to a, 9-year-old kid? So I stayed at my dad's for a while. My mom traded me off to my father for a flat screen and Blu-ray. She didn't want to take care of me anymore. She knew she already screwed up. And the older and older I got, the closer and closer I got to her because I just wanted to see her. She ended up getting multiple sclerosis, which is a very scary disease. If you guys don't know what it is. Sorry, I had a really rough time sleeping last night. If you don't know, multiple sclerosis is a neurological disease that initially destroys your nervous system so you can barely walk. You don't really feel much things, and every year or every day it gets worse. She was in pain. And while she's in pain, it's one of those things that she knew that eventually she wouldn't be able to walk. Her ability to work and walk would be taken away from her, which caused her not be able to see her kids. She couldn't come out and get us. My dad at the time didn't want to come bring me out here. And my hometown where I grew up, where my dad and my parents are, is an hour away from here. Now, I have a car now, so I'm able to go down there whenever there's any family get-togethers or anything like that, but I wasn't able to see her for 3 years. She had a very bad experience with the male that she was in a relationship with at the time, which is my stepfather now, which caused arguments, and she got depressed, really, really depressed, and one day she snapped and she took her life. Depression is a really real thing, so I want to just state this out here now. If any of you guys are ever feeling depressed and feeling like you just don't want to exist anymore, please call the helpline. I've had to get in touch with them several times. Please. It's a very scary feeling. Because once you're gone, you're gone. There is no reversing. You don't get a second chance. I came really close one time, and if it wasn't for my friends around me, I probably would have been gone. The day my mom died, I was contemplating whether or not I should do it or not, because I was closest to her and she was all I had left. I didn't have anyone to go to. I called her every day. I talked to her about my life. I could talk to her about things that are going on, and she always answered with a smile on her face. No matter how bad her day was, she answered the phone with this big smile on her face because she wanted to make sure that I knew she cared. And I can't do that anymore. So please, if anybody's dealing with this, just call the number. There's people to help you. Talk to a therapist. Talk to your family. I'm really hoping that this channel will open people's eyes up on things that are going on. If anybody has questions, my comments are open. I will answer. I'm not one of those YouTubers that won't answer my viewers. I'm active on here. Feel free to ask. I will go out of my way to answer any questions. If you have something going on, just comment. I'll get back to you. I try to help you as much as possible because I've been through it. I'm still here to tell a story, but I've been through it. My life's uncut. My life is just... I just exist. I exist in this universe that seems to have taken everything from me and left me here with barely anything. And I'm still here willing to help others. If anybody ever needs anything, I'm here. If you just need a friend, someone to talk to, a therapist, I'm right here. And it's free. This is gonna wrap up the video today. Said my name is William. I'm 20 years old. I've gone through a lot, and I'm hoping that my audience wants to stick around and hear my story. Well, that's gonna do it for you guys, folks. Please like and subscribe, or don't. It's your choice. It's free. So if you want to help me out, feel free. If not, it's okay. I understand. Till next time. Thanks.